this club's not just for some. All friends, one family, together we are one.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
I forget how to do this.
They might forget who we are. It's been
Yeah,
a month.
We're back to FHTV now monthly.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
actually
we'll come in
been
at some point.
a month. It's actually been a month.
Yeah. Sorry we left you.
We're on summer holidays.
Yeah. We weren't. It's just, life getting in the way, I suppose. Not being bothered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the PC way to put it, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there were there was if I got my jab and I was like, you know what, I can barely get out of bed, I'm not recording, so stuff did happen.
For a month.
Yeah, a whole month, yeah, exactly.
That was
I got a
pretty
jab
wicked save for
Everyone has a job.
every day for a month. Yeah.
Got up recording.
Well,
No.
no, we're back anyway, and no coincidence that Finn Harps are back in a better run of form. So
That can't be the motivation behind it, Nigel. There's not
not at all. No. Anyway,
look, we didn't record last week actually, so it isn't just because we won.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
There's the
So
excuse.
Master of Ceremonies, what are we doing today?
do we have to go through the whole thing? Right. Well, we're gonna briefly chat about our run of form that we were on. We had a couple of losses, but there was a couple of bright moments from them. So we turned around fortunes with a cup win, and we had two other wins. We played Sligo and Longford. So we'll have a chat about those. We have goal of the month winner to announce from June. Thanks to Kinnegar for sticking by us with this.
If that's not value, hey, I don't know what.
Hey, look, you're getting your value for your sponsorship there. But we also look at double bonus goal of the month. We also have July, so we're going to roll the video of July's goal of the month. Thankfully, we scored a few goals in July to enable us to put together a goal of the month.
Didn't score too many.
We scored enough to put together a goal of the month.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So now we got a brief rundown of how the academy's getting on as well, since they got up and running, and then we have a preview of the St. Pat's game this weekend, another big game for the Harps. So I think that's it. Oh, we have an interview as well. There's an interview with Ryan Rainey in there somewhere as well. So.
Oh, the future Puskas winner, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Ryan Rainey.
Right. So where do we start?
We start. Look, I suppose we were on a
We
poor
talk
run of
about
form. We had a bad summer. But look, traditionally, Harps have a bad summer. Summer football has never suited us ever since we turned to summer football from winter football. As long as I can remember, we have been crap in the summer. We have, attendances drop off, form always dips. Whatever it is, I cannot put my finger on it. But look, this summer was no different. We had a poor run of form there. Thankfully, we're out of it now. But the first game that we missed out on was Drogheda. And look, down in Drogheda, it was a 3-1 loss. It wasn't great, but positive to take from it. Will Seymour scored an absolute screamer.
Yeah, great goal.
That was pretty good. Not much more you can say about that game, to be honest.
It was a pretty hard day at the office.
Yeah, we moved on. We had two losses in a row then to Waterford and Dundalk. Not a whole lot you can say about them either.
No, I suppose the one thing I might say, or you could say, is you could see the second half against Dundalk, we were markedly improved, and you could see,
absolutely.
we haven't mentioned, we kind of signed some players. We signed Jordan Musto, signed Dan Hawkins, and you could see, among others, but in that game in particular, that was Hawkins' first game, Musto's second game, and you could see that second half, what we've seen more of now the last couple of weeks. They really kind of grew into the game. Musto was pinging diags out to Carl like all half, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how did he do that? And so I think that, we didn't score obviously, but that kind of was the start of a kind of turning point. I think from there.
Yeah, well, look, there's not too many FA Cup winners have played for Finn Harps over the years, so it was nice to welcome a player with a bit of pedigree about him as well, experience about him as well, which is a big one. We did need that injection of experience into the team, and obviously now with Dan is a young player with very high potential. You all right there, Ben?
Yep. Adjusting the
I'm glad people at home can
headset.
hear that as well. Um,
No, but with Dan, you have a young player with a lot of potential. We come highly rated, and we can see why. There's a bit of pace about him. He can strike a ball. He's not afraid to take a player on. Everything you want in a young lad that's really pushing to prove himself. Um, and yeah, with Jordan, and as I said, you
Very,
have
very nice lad
experience
to
there.
meet.
So it's two very nice lads, actually. We had a good chat with them, myself and Ben, there just when we got back from Longford the other night as well. And two great lads. So it's nice to have them there. And obviously, we welcomed them rather belatedly to Ballbuffet.
oh yeah.
So yeah, well then we move on. We got the first round of the cup underway, and my God, we absolutely battered Fairview in 90 minutes without scoring. I think their crossbar is probably still rattling at both ends of the ground after being hit 3 or 4 times. The keeper made several unbelievable saves. I don't think Jared Doherty really had a save to make for the whole game in his debut. That's another signing we made, actually.
Yeah. I don't think he did either.
But it
Fair
was
play to you
big.
for streaming it.
It was a big presence there, though. You could see with Jared, he used all his experience, even if he didn't have saves to make. He was barking orders. He was shouting out compliments. He was really, really dictating what happened in the Harps half, even if he wasn't always on the ball, or if he didn't have a lot to do. And you can't buy that sort of experience. He's a big presence in the dressing room, and the fact, obviously we'll go into it a bit more detail later on. There's 3 clean sheets in a row there now for Harps. Is that coincidental, or is that a big presence there? Passing on experience as well to Mark Anthony. Is those sort of things rub off on keepers in the dressing room. I mean, you have 2 goalkeepers really pushing each other. That sort of thing can really rub off on each other. It's possible he's played a big part in that.
Yeah, definitely.
Another goalkeeper there that's benefiting from that would be Paddy McGarvey, who will learn from a very experienced and solid goalkeeper over years and years and years of playing in highest level.
Yeah, well, so look, he's a 20-odd year career as a professional footballer. He knows what it's all about, and that's invaluable experience for someone like Paddy there. He's a young keeper who's setting out in his own journey now. There's he has his own high prospects as well, that he can go as far as he wants in the game, and having someone like Jared there guiding him in the dressing room can be a big asset. But on the cup win, eventually, obviously, we went on. We won 3-0. I know we could probably roll the goals or something here, but
well, they're probably part of the goal of the month deliberations, because we didn't really score many other goals.
Don't ruin the goal of the month for me here.
Deliberations.
But yeah, no. On that note, it was nice to see Sean Boyd get his first goal since returning.
Yeah, a bit of foreshadowing there.
Yeah, he'll probably never get an easier goal in his life right in front of goal there, but at the same time, you still have to put them away, and he put it away well against a keeper, as we said, that was saving everything that came at him previous to that. So congratulations to Sean there. He's really bided his time, and obviously after the really horrible injury he had, it's great to see him back in goal scoring form as well. So well done to him.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, after that we had Sligo.
Yeah, that was a big one. It was great to win in Fairview and kind of get that taste of a kind of victory back. But obviously to go into Sligo, who are on a bit of a slide themselves at the minute, but we're still third, fourth in the league, flying high. They were probably expecting to, kind of stop the rot against us, and we went out and were the better team at the end of the day. Like at first half they were quite good. They had a few chances. Ethan Boyle cleared one off the line. But once we, weathered the initial storm and kind of got our foot in the game, we kind of beat them in their own game. We frustrated them. We held the ball. We weren't kind of giving away possession too cheaply. Great for Cost to get his first goal for the club.
Big time, yeah.
Yeah, great time to get it, obviously, but
Yeah. Well, I suppose we'll take a look at it here. We have a bit of a short highlight reel, so we'll roll this and you can see exactly what we're talking about here.
Oh, a slip there from the Finn Harps defender. Leaves Johnny Kenny inside. Kenny goes for the shot, saved by McGinley. And Siddiqui gets back on his feet to make the clearance. We may see a bit of that tonight. It has to be greasy out there. For Mahon to Bulger. Oh, Bulger over the top for Figueroa.
What a ball.
Touches from Figueroa, down he goes. No penalty there either, but he still has possession. Walter Figueroa, great save. Kenny is it over the line?
What a save.
Off the line, Ethan Boyle.
What a save. What a save from Boyle. What a save. What a save.
Over on the left hand side, real opportunity to attack Ed McGinty's goal now. It's floated towards the back post and Webster who wins it. Mahon went to ground, Webster follows it up. And McGinty somehow keeps his hands on that ball. McNamee to take it. Deep from McNamee. Oh, Wynn caught it. McGinty drops it, I should say. But recovered it in that win. That was difficult.
And then he used his body so well that the only option for Pag is to push him.
O'Sullivan to take the free. In towards the back it goes. Could go anywhere. Goes into the back of the net.
Whoa. Here in the showground, I can't believe I'm going to say it. Welcome to heaven. The player complaining a little bit about the free kick. Fantastic. I think Finn Harps deserve it. Everyone.
Still Hawkins. Onto the left, forcing ball into Tunde. Just over the top, but that's really good from Finn Harps once again.
Oh, that little skills, the quick fee. It's a long time.
It could get longer though if Finn Harps were to score on the counter here. Coyle to Tunde. Pass was heavy, but out it comes from Mahon. And a foul from Coyle, who picks up a yellow card. Ball into the danger area. Oh, came off. McDonald that was in there, he didn't know much about it. Bulger and Coyle clash and a free kick in a really dangerous area. Mark Coyle could be in trouble there.
For it.
It's a red card. And Mark Coyle is sent to the stands, not for the first time in the showgrounds. The delivery to come. It's been good so far in fairness. But again, Harps deal with that one. Where's the ball? Is it going in? Oh! McGinley saved that.
What a save! What a save!
It bounced about. I'm not sure who had the last strike, but McGinley.
Wow.
Let's look at it one more time. This
fantastic corner, fantastic delivery from McDonald. But look the reaction. Oh, look the reaction.
Ball is back now with Buckley. One last chance, maybe. No. The whistle goes. It's 3 huge points for Finn Harps.
Yeah, there's your highlights. And the Ethan Boyle clearance that you talk about. There's one thing that, the commentary mentioned it. The Joy and Doe picked it out, but I didn't think many other people picked it out. Joy and Doe starts going, oh, what a clearance, what a tackle. And it was a case of like, when you're looking at the footage, it wasn't, he cleared it off the line, he kicked it off the line. But I think what he was actually talking about, and you've seen it from the behind the goal footage, the way he nicked the ball off the player with his toe. As your man was like that was a goal all day until Ethan Boyle got in and got his toe onto the ball to take it away from the player, which was unbelievable defending. Absolutely outstanding from Ethan. And obviously then he got it, the commentator's like, is it over the line? It was about 2 yards in front of the line, but it was seriously amazing bit of defending from Ethan, and credit to him for that.
Yeah, well, that changes the game. If that goes in, then maybe Sligo get their tails up and they're not as kind of nervous going in 0-0 at half time after we've gone into the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like that, it's fine margins, especially in this league at this level.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between coming away with 3 points, maybe even none at all.
Yeah, and then obviously at the end up, I got given out to afterwards, but I didn't get the behind the goal footage of Mark Anthony McGinley's save.
Did he make a save? I haven't heard anything about it.
No, you wouldn't have. Mark being the quiet lad that he is, the save that he made was unbelievable. Obviously, everyone has seen it now, semi-viral at this stage, whatever you like, but the gone very much under the radar, much similar to Ethan's tackle. Barry McNamee to give away that corner was just. I'm not even sure that I put it in the highlights now. He got in to nick the ball off the defender again.
Oh,
just
yeah.
as he was about to have a shot, and I mean the angle we had of it from the stand was just unbelievable. Again, it just as your man's about to swing the left foot at it, Barry gets in and taps it away from him out for the corner, and just we were all like, "There's the game-saving tackle. That's game over. That's it, brilliant." And then all of a sudden, Mark has to make this save, and we're like, two things inside about 30 seconds, and if my blood pressure wasn't high enough already, I was like, nearly bursting out of my chest at that stage. So,
well, you could even see Claire McCall got some fantastic shots of it.
She did, yeah.
But you can see. And she's like, there's like 4 frames, and in one of them, one of the Sligo players, I'm not sure who, has his
he's celebrating.
He's celebrating already. He's convinced it's going in. It's that kind of guilt edged,
Oh, we'll show the photos here now because they're too good not to show. The reaction, as you say, from the Sligo players, but the reaction of Will Seymour as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and even he tweeted it. He was just like, when you've just seen the best save of the season, that sort of thing. And it's just, it was just glorious. So anyway, goal of the month
for what one?
Well, I suppose we should award June first.
Yeah.
So
June
we got a lot of comments over YouTube and social media, which was great to see. A nice increase in the amount of comments that we got, and as always, we pick our favorite comment. And that's the way it works. And we got some much to Ethan's delight. We got some nice comments this time. We got some more funny comments, and we deliberated for a while on this and ended up picking Barry McElhenney's comment. And he awarded Tunde Olabi the goal of the month for his goal versus Longford, which, I'm surprised didn't take the net off the posts altogether, the way he hammered it in off his weaker left foot. And congratulations to Tunde for getting his goal of the month. And it fine strike it was. A bit of finely worked team goal, even if Declan Boyle didn't think so in commentary. So Barry McElhenney is our fan winner this time, and his comment was Tunde versus Longford. What a strike! He nearly took the net off, and only for it he would have scored a point at the river end across the road, which is great for people obviously that is aware. McCool Park is about 400 yards across the other side of Balbafay, but straight over the town end net in Finn Park. So the river end at the far end of McCool Park is probably the guts of a kilometre away. So the comment resonated somewhat with the power that Tunde put in the strike. So there's some Kinnegar goodies on the way to Barry and on the way to Tunde. So well done to the lads.
Well done to both.
Yeah, and a super quick turnaround. We have a goal of the month again for July. All the goals we scored in July, bar an OG. So here's your goal of the month for July.
Well, everything was breezy. Yeah, everything was cool. Well, then you dropped the bomb, and then it was over, and I couldn't see out my eyes.
away with it. That's inside to Seymour. American. It up towards Boyd. Boyd, lovely chest control. Lovely chest pass. Once again, Dan Hawkins on it. Back to Connolly. Connolly, one idea on his mind. That's a shot at goal. Back to ricochet to Adam Foley. Foley blocked into Boyd. Boyd into the back of the net. There's the opening goal of the game. And it is the substitute, Sean Boyd. Well, the ball is in here now. Dan Hawkins. Yeah, Dan Hawkins here. What can he do? Hawkins spins it out to Will Seymour. Seymour to McNamee. Slips McNamee in. Can this be it? McNamee into the back of the net. And that's the third goal.
We started losing the race with a high. It seems we're only kissing goodbye.
Right at the end, pitched into the top corner, and here comes Olave gets away and it's broken back to Adam Foley. And ball played back across, and the shot comes in, and it's in the bottom corner. Great strike from Will Seymour.
Trying when we know we'll just get bored.
Came back to Foley, just breaks away from him, and he throws it out to McNamee.
Well, good luck picking there. 3 goals to choose from.
Yeah, some good goals.
Wouldn't like to be the audience picking that now, but as always, leave us your comments below, and we will pick a winning goal and a winning commenter for some Kinnegar goodies.
Commentator.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Simple as that.
Yeah. Now
Leave us funny
Academy.
comments. Leave us funny comments. Obviously, there's
Yeah, none of this. Like, you're not Martin Tyler. Like, come on.
So the academy is back up and running. Well, I mean, they've been back up and
Has
running
been
for a while.
Has been very well.
So
running strong.
Master of Academies, give us a brief rundown of how things are going.
Master of Academies. Okay, can I debate this title? I'm not sure about it. Well, anyway.
No.
You have Academy written behind you, so that's.
You made your bed.
I'll give you that. Yeah, so this week obviously we haven't been in for a while, so we'll just go on to this week and just cover where we are around the age group. So the 19s drew 1-1 with Drogheda at Finn Park on Sunday, with Gareth Bradley scoring his first goal for the 19s. 17s beat Cavan Monaghan at Finn Park as well, 2-1 with Sean O'Donnell and Ben O'Donnell scoring. No relation. 15s beat Cavan Monaghan at Killigordon, 3-1 with Shawnee Bradley scoring 2 and Tiernan McGinty scoring 1. The 14s had no game this week. Yeah, so league standing wise, or where do we go from now, really? The 15s have guaranteed their league stage, or elite stage as it used to be called. They will play against the top 2 from every group, which probably means a few trips away, long trips away rather than short ones. The rest of them, I believe the 14s have an outside chance of making the next stage, but the 19s and 17s are into the Shield competition, as it is called. Again, they will play the bottom 4 from each group in a playoff style after a few games, one each kind of thing. So they've a few games to go before going to playoffs and semi-finals and so on and so forth. I believe that's it.
Very good.
So pretty comprehensive update. We've missed most of the season.
Yeah,
you want to go into 12?
It's been an up and down season so far. It's been an up and down season so far for the academy. But like with all the disruption and trying to get squads together last year, it was always going to be tough for them coming into this year. And there was obviously a few changes in management as well through the off season. So, some people are still kind of finding their feet in it, and that's entirely fair. But there's some big positives to take. The 15s are flying. Young Sean Patton is flying there as well for the 15s, and that's great to see. Obviously, international recognition for him this year too. Shawnee Bradley seems to be, going well as well at the scoring plenty of goals there. But chip off the old block. His father's probably one of the highest goal scoring defenders in Finn Harps history. So it's nice to see.
It's good to see that they're all doing well. Again, the 15s and 14s are kind of promoting players into 17s and 19s at times, where goalkeepers from 17s going up and a few players from 15s and 14s going up the age group. So that's great to see, and good to see the development and improvement in all of them. You can ask any of those players because they definitely improved from first setting off at Kilgordon this year. As you said, there's a few new coaches and a few new faces in. Great to see, and yes, they will take time to adjust to the new surroundings and the new how we do things and who they've got in their teams. But it's all very positive, and if we don't get it right this year, we'll definitely get it right next year when we'll get some time with it to bed in and work on it.
Yeah, listen, this is what it's all about. It's all about progression as well. As a club and as an academy, it's not always about winning titles and constantly beating everyone. It's about learning as young players as well, and you have to learn to take your defeats with your wins. And it'll stand to these lads, going into next year. Some of the lads will be going up to their 15s, 17s, 19s, so it's all about progression as players.
Yeah.
Longford, yes. Another win. A comprehensive win at that, which was very good to see.
Yeah.
And continuing our really good away form this year, which is a bit mad. We have the 4th best away form in the league.
That is mad.
If the table was decided solely on away form, we would be in that 4th European spot currently.
God.
So
I don't know.
we're doing quite well, and 3-0. We haven't had a 3-0 in quite some time either. So it's all positives. We never looked like losing this game. We never looked like anything other than a win in this game. And some very nice goals scored again. Ryan Rainey with his first for the club, and what a goal it was. Obviously now the LOI TV angle, it was a good goal, but when you see the behind the goal footage again, especially from the point of view from Mark McGinley, I know obviously it's very zoomed out, but if you can catch that, the flight of the ball to everyone looked like this mad deflection. But when you see all the footage back, you're like, I can't pick the deflection at all. It was just a mad swerve on the ball.
Yeah, it was just a great strike. There's no. It's one of those ones that you couldn't hit it any sweeter. Whatever, it's one of those ones you dream about. Every time you hit a volley when you were a kid in the playground or whatever else, that you dreamed of catching the ball like this.
Yeah,
never did, but that was what you're hoping to do.
Oh, it was top class. Like people talk about technique in striking a ball. Yeah, I remember the goal Richie Towell scored for Dundalk against Galway before he went to England, and they were all chatting about getting the foot over the ball and hitting it sweetly. People talk about this when you're the likes of Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher will talk about this as Premier League level, the technique striking a ball. That's that's as sweet a strike as you see anywhere in Europe. That was really
one score very many better ones.
Well, he doesn't score any other ones. So
we spoke to Ryan Rainey actually after the game as well.
We spoke to Ryan and got his thoughts on it. So this is this.
Ryan, back-to-back wins. You must be delighted.
I know it's been a long time coming. We've been putting in good performances, and the results haven't been there for us. But now we're getting the results that our performances deserve.
Yeah, great to get in the score sheet for yourself. What a goal!
Yeah, it was a nice one to get, but I need to get a few more. I played higher up tonight, so hopefully more will come.
Did you mean it?
I meant it, but the boys are saying it was going half a mile wide. But sure, a goal is a goal, and we'll take it.
Finally, now we've St. Pat's next week. Big test again, but get back in and prepare.
Yeah, Pats are a good side. They're top of the league and they're going well, and we're going well too. So we won't fear them.
A brief chat with Ryan as the lads wanted to get up the road for a bit of grub. So Athletes, yeah. Look, you don't begrudge them a bite to eat after a match.
No, far from it.
So, yeah, no, it was nice to speak to Ryan after that. Obviously he's delighted with his goal as well, and even off camera chatting to him, he was buzzing coming out of the ground. It was nice to see for a lad that has bided his time to get into the squad. He's obviously 8 or 10 appearances now for the season. He hasn't been the first name on the sheet, more often than not. So, fair play to him for sticking around, sticking at it. He will get his chances and he's proven it now. And like Ethan Boyle, I find it very hard getting back in there if Ryan continues to perform like that. A very, very, very good performance from him. And
similarly with Sean Boyd, he's another one that's kind of bided his time. He's been out of the team, getting bits of the sub. Then he came on, scored his first league goal in quite a while, and he was buzzing kind of too. But when he spoke to him, he was very much, you could tell how delighted he was. But he was 3 points the most important thing. Just glad to be out there, making sure we get the win and we can kind of move on from it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, there were two of the goals had a slice of fortune about them. Jordan Musto, he didn't claim the goal at all. As I said, when we got back to Ballybofey,
he was excellent on the day, by the way.
When we got back to Ballybofey, as I said, myself and Ben bumped into the players and we were chatting to them, mentioned to Jordan about it, and he was like, "I'm not claiming that." It's the least selfish footballer I've ever met. So anyone else would be like, that was my cross. That's all down to me. But no, he's like, no, I'm not claiming that. No, that's. You could even see the kind of muted celebration from him as he was running away from it as well. There was no arms flailing in the air. He was just like, yeah, look, that went in. So a modest footballer is a rarity these days. So yeah, Jordan has been super since he came in. It is something we kind of missed is obviously since Mark Russell went back to Scotland, is your out and out left back. Kind of filling people in there, Johnny Dunleavy and Dave Webster and Carl O'Sullivan and Ryan Rainey and a multitude of players have played at left back. So it's good to get an out and out left back who can attack as well. Your wing back there, and it totally suits the style of play. He totally suits the club. He seems to have bought into what's going on here, and it's fantastic to see. So long may that last, and as we take that sort of form into the Pats game now, hopefully, which is a big one for us again. 800 fans back in Finn Park. It'll be good to see a bit of a buzz about the place. It almost will feel like a proper match night again. We're not getting our 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 back in just yet, but 800 people back in is going to be a big boost. In many ways. If you get a bit of noise in the ground as well, it can really drive the players on. Hopefully all these things can contribute and really push Pats all the way, maybe.
Yeah, well, 800 is a massive difference from 200. Although it's not what maybe we're used to having in normal times, it's still such a big difference. So it will be a big boost.
You'll say what you can.
And yeah, obviously a very tough game. We've played Pats twice this year, and they've probably been maybe the only team bar that game away to Bows to really, I think, truly outplay us. Even in a lot of games, but even both games against Pats, they were just better. No two ways about it. They were just professional, made us pay whenever they got their chances, and didn't really give us a look in at the other end. So it will be a tough ask, but there's no better time to come into playing them than off the back of two important wins.
Yeah, well, look, Pats are missing a couple of players this week as well, which could be a bit of a boost to us. You can't obviously, look at they have depth in their squad. You can't rely on players missing for them. We have players missing too, if you want to look at it that way. So, it's about building on performances. It's about building on confidence. We're 3 wins in a row now. We have 3 clean sheets in a row. That's the sort of confidence you take into the game. There's no reason we can't go out there and put it up to them. We've beaten Dundalk, we've beaten Bows, we've, put it up to the likes of Shamrock Rovers, and, there's no reason we can't put up a big performance against Pats here again.
No, I agree. I'm looking forward to it, especially at home, big crowd in the gate. Hopefully, that'll be it. the kind of perfect storm, hopefully, and we'll see that now come Friday night.
Yeah. So, come on, the Harps.
Dead right. Right. We should go because it's been going on for very long.
Yeah. We'll be back next month.
Yeah, that's your monthly update.
Thanks to Kinnegar for sticking by us.
Very
Buy
much
some
so.
of their stuff. Buy their stuff.
Remember
And
to
on
vote for
the
your goal of the month for July.
Yeah.
And if you are around and available, get yourself a ticket and get down to Fenn Park on Friday night.
Yeah, tickets are going to be tough to get, so buy them quick. Don't land on the gate. You're not going to get in. Tickets are going to sell out, so buy them. Simple as that.
And with that, good luck.
Right.
See you later. Good luck.